Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Today is Thursday, the 7th of April, 2022. And the reason I'm putting the date in there because this is very timely information. As the introduction says, there are ways to cut fuel costs. And I believe this company, MDC, has come up with the most amazing technology. And it's not new technology, quite honestly. It's been developing for 10 to 12 years, but only recently perfected and being brought to you by MDC. And it's called Fuel Factor X, and it's an advanced fuel treatment. And you're going to see some amazing facts on this, but the key is for you to be able to save money at the pump. And the reason you'll be able to is because you'll be able to go further on a tank of gas. So we're going to show you exactly how. I'm going to give you all the information that we have so far. And just so you know, pre-ordering begins on the 9th and shipments start on the 15th. So you'll be able to get your product shortly after that and start realizing some great savings. So first of all, what is FFX, or the Fuel Factor X? It is an advanced fuel treatment. It'll save you money on gas, you'll drive further, you'll protect the planet, and you'll protect your engine. So it'll reduce emissions, enhance performance, the fuel economy improves, and you can prolong that engine life. So let's take first a look at the FAQs, or the frequently asked questions, because that's really kind of, our minds are already bubbling. So let's diffuse some of those questions right now, and then we'll get into a little more about the product and what it can do for you. First of all, does FFX affect a warranty on your vehicle? Well, based on ASTM, which is the code book for such things, ASTM D975, it does not, because it does not change the spec of the gas itself. So it does not void any manufacturer's warranties. Are there special instructions for using FFX? Well, like a lot of things that you put into a new system, you want to dose up a little bit in the beginning to kind of get it in the system. There's so many unknown factors in the various engines that are out there. You may have a newer car that doesn't have a lot of buildup. You may have an older car that has a ton of buildup. So the best thing to do before you start realizing results will be to dose it up a little bit. So you're going to double the amount, and you'll see later, but it's only 1/4 of an ounce per tank full of gas on the average car. So you're really only putting 1/2 ounce for 3 to 5 of your fill-ups. And that way you are sure to kind of regularize or neutralize any issues in the engine, that kind of thing. It kind of gets it to a level playing field where you can start to really see the savings, okay? How can I reduce my emissions? Well, the organometallic compound utilized in FFX is referred to as a sandwich compound, which is generally classified as a burn rate modifier for all types of fuels. The active ingredient compound reduces combustion ignition delay and helps to remove existing carbon formulation on internal combustion components, resulting in improved engine life, improved fuel economy, and reduction of emissions. So what is the treatment ratio? Well, it's 1 in 5,000 to 1 to 10,000, or 1 part of FFX to 5,000 or 10,000 parts of fuel. So like I said before, basically you're looking at 1/4 of an ounce in an average tank of, let's say, 20 gallons. So very, very high ratio, only a small amount. It's highly concentrated. Does it help with lubrication? Well, that's a good question. Yes, it does. In newer, lower sulfur fuels, there's a lack of lubricant agent. And this means injectors are not getting enough lubrication, and FFX has a high level of lubricity, thus helping the engine run longer and more efficiently, therefore lowering maintenance issues. So how can I be assured that FFX will not cause my engine to malfunction? Well, it was specially tested to ensure complete compliance with the applicable standard application performance criteria. This includes American Society of Technology and Materials, the ASTM that we referred to earlier. So it is not going to harm your engine or cause it to malfunction. And as I said before, this has been in development for 10 to 12 years and has been perfected to that point. What impact will the use of FFX have on maintenance cost and engine life expectancy? Well, that's a fantastic question. FFX was formulated to reduce solids, water, rust, and corrosion. With its detergents and lubricant agents, it will help clean and protect fuel tanks, fuel lines, pumps, filters, and ejectors. It benefits engine valves, pistons, rings, and cylinders, eliminating carbon buildup and significantly increasing engine life. Hey, don't we all want that? So not only are you saving in fuel mileage, but you're going to be saving in engine performance or repairs of engine issues. So you'll definitely be saving some money there. So those are some of the FAQs. There'll be more. I know there will be. And as more information comes out, as we get ready to launch and pre-sell starting the 9th, you'll see a ton of information coming. So it's good for your engine and the planet. You don't have to stop using fuel to reduce emissions. You just have to use it smarter. That's a great way to characterize that. FFX creates a more efficient fuel burn, so less fuel is wasted. By using FFX, dangerous byproducts like particulates, carbon monoxide, and hydrocarbons do not form, and emissions are significantly reduced. It's simple to lower your carbon footprint with FFX. Simply pour it in your tank, and FFX does the rest. It's an all-in-one solution, okay? It's a comprehensive fuel treatment. Other products may have one or two of the components that FFX has, but none of them have all that FFX has. It would take many products mixed together to even come close to giving you the same benefits as using FFX. Prolongs engine life and reduces wear. FFX uses a combination of ingredients that work together to keep your engine clean and running smoother. The result is that the moving parts of the engine and fuel system have less friction, run longer, work better, and cost much less to maintain. Increased fuel economy. Well, it reduces fuel consumption, resulting in increased miles per gallon. It reduces harmful emissions and pollutants, reducing harmful pollutants from the exhaust pipe, resulting in a cleaner environment. It improves vehicle performance and horsepower. It burns more of the available British thermal units, or the BTUs, in the fuel, resulting in better performance. Now, this is an interesting slide here that I want to show you because this really kind of tells it all in a nutshell. There's so many fuel additives on the market, right? And you may have been recommended to use some of these for your vehicle, and but you're going to find that FFX contains everything that these other products has in a more concentrated way. And there is no other product on the market at this time that has all of these benefits in one. So take a look at that picture for a moment, familiarize yourself. You may see something that's sitting in your garage shelf. So what makes it different? It's concentrated. It's much more concentrated and contains all those various components. You can use it with every fill up, and you should use it with every fill up because it continues to condition your engine system as well as treating the gas that you may get. And you never know what kind of gas you're getting at various gas stations. FFX has components to help condition that gas to make it run better. So it's safe for all combustion engines and fuels and gas or diesel. So it works with cars, trucks, RVs, ATVs, motorcycles, generators, boats, and heavy equipment. It's incredible. So superfood for your engine, that's one way of putting it, right? Here's what it has in it. Let's just talk about some of the different components. We've gotten you interested, you know what it can do, but let's talk about some of the specific things. The organometallic compound that we talked about earlier is a catalyst that ignites fuel at a lower temperature, providing a longer, more complete burn of the fuel. This causes the fuel to be used more efficiently, providing improved fuel economy and less wasted fuel out through the exhaust, which reduces emission. Organometallic compound burns more of the available BTUs of the fuel. Lubricants reduce friction from pistons, pumps, injectors, which would ultimately wear down the engine, therefore prolonging the engine's working life. Detergents, it cleans and maintains injectors as well as the rest of the fuel system so the engine works as efficiently as possible. Polymerization retardants reduces solids that form in the fuel tank and keep the engine clean, prolonging the life of all the engine parts. Rust and corrosion inhibitors, it removes and prevents rust in the fuel system, keeping it running efficiently. Demulsifiers, it helps separate water from fuel. A single drop of water can cause an injector to fail and damage the entire engine. So this separates it out. Fuel stabilizer, it stabilizes the fuel to keep it from breaking down or deteriorating, and it gives it a longer shelf life. So how cool is that? So take the 7-tank challenge. That's what we're gonna basically encourage you to do here. And what that means is go 7 tanks. Now remember, the first 3 to 5 tanks, we want you to double up on the product in order to make sure that it's leveling out the system, that it's cleaning, it's doing its thing, it's getting you to a regulated state where you can start to really understand and see the improvement. I love this chart here that you see on the screen. It shows the fuel economy. Now, these are basically 4 different scenarios of what could happen. You could be like the blue line and realize immediate miles per gallon in fuel economy. You could see that right away. In some cars, you may be like the green line there, where it kind of goes up real quick and then comes back down a little bit, but then trends up and you get up to your maximum MPG. Now, the others, older cars, you might see the blue line, the light blue line. You may start out kind of level, see no change, then suddenly the trend starts to get better. And that's why we're recommending the 7-tank challenge, because it gets you through the period where you're doubling up your dosage, then you go back to single dosage, and for the rest of the life of your vehicle, you can do single dose. But you can see even the red, you may even see a reduced fuel economy as the junk's kind of blowing through your system. I mean, you can imagine plaque and things coming off of the engine lines, in the fuel lines, that kind of thing, getting stuck in an injector or whatever, and just causing issues. You could get a little bit of that. So you see the red line there. That's very realistic, and don't get discouraged. Get all the way to that 7th tank before you make a decision on whether your economy has optimized. And I think you will love the results, because as you can see, all 4 of those scenarios reach the maximum fuel economy. So that's pretty awesome. So I want to show you this slide. Some of it may not make any sense to you, but I want you to get an idea how much this costs. And $59, can you believe that? A 4-ounce bottle, you see the little bottle there pictured, a 4-ounce bottle is $59. That is it. Now you're saying 4 ounces, that's not very much. Well, guess what? That is 16 tankfuls, okay? At a single dose, that's 15 tankfuls. So you want to start out with at least that to get you through your 7-tank challenge, right? So imagine that, okay? $59. Now the 40 BV, I'm not even going to talk about the business opportunity. You could earn money for sharing this with others too, and that'll be for another of the videos, okay? So today we're just going to talk about what's it going to cost me to get better fuel treatment for my vehicle. The single foil packs, you can buy just a single dose if you want for $4.99. Now, you're going to save a lot more money if you buy it in the 4-ounce bottle or the 16 foil pack package, which is $69. And you say, well, that's only 16 doses. Why is it $10 more? Well, there's individual packaging, okay? So you have 16 individual foil packs, easy to carry in the vehicle with you. Give a couple to friends or to your spouse or your children, whatever, for their cars. So it's just a little bit more because there's a little bit more packaging there. Now, you can see that there is business volume that can be earned. That's what the BV means. And so once once you check it out, you may say, hey, you know what? I've told 18,000 of my friends and they love this stuff, but man, I'd love to make a couple bucks every time I sell some, or refer someone. And so that's another conversation, as I said before. But I hope you are excited enough to check this out. If you were sent to this video to check it out, just to kind of see the quick overview, then please get back with the person that referred this to you, because they are going to be your conduit to get the product. It is only being offered through direct marketing and through people who have aligned themselves with this product and this company in order to bring it to you. Okay? Will not be available in stores or online or any other way. So thanks for listening. I hope you're excited, and feel free to leave me a message if you've got any questions, and we'll be sure to answer. And be looking for more updates as the launch happens in the next couple days.